Part of being a good citizen is volunteering and giving time to others in our community. It's easy and anyone can do it. Our next three guests are brothers who help out a local homeless shelter through their church. Ricky, Cody, Teddy, Baloo. They all are joining me here. Thank you so much, gentlemen. So let's talk about some of the activities earlier this week. You were helping out at a local homeless shelter.
Yep, we helped out at Columbus House down in New Haven, and actually we put together a little chicken casserole and tossed salad, and we put it together for the homeless.
That's great. And what was the experience like? I'm sure it's this time of year it's great to give back, but what was the reason you did it?
Yeah, the experience was incredible. It really makes you put things in perspective and be grateful for what you have at the holidays, and just it helps with the family aspect of things, especially when you do it with your family.
Teddy, is this a normal routine for you guys?
Well, actually, our church does it every third Monday of every month. And being a high school student, often you hear administrators preaching, giving back to the community, and being a global citizen. So we all do our part as a family and as a community. So
that's great. And we're making an easy dish here today.
Yeah, it's very easy. We started with a simple pasta that just, you boil it, and while it's boiling, you're able to prepare the what you're going to mix with it. And what we have here is cream of mushroom. And we mix that with the sour cream while this is boiling. And as soon as that is, then we do all these ingredients and mix it together, including the chicken, peas, cheese, as well as peppers. And once we mix it all together and it seems to be all mixed well, we add the breadcrumbs and just put it in the oven, and it cooks in about less than an hour, so it's fairly quick for us.
Well, why don't we give it a shot? You want to start cooking?
Yeah, we should.
Time on our hands.
Yeah, we might as well. Yeah,
that's a lot of elbows there. About 2 pounds, 3 pounds.
Yeah, about 2 pounds, and which the good thing is we didn't have to burn ourselves. We had our mom helping with this,
it's
which
always
is
helpful.
Yeah, hard for a 23-year-old to admit, but and then so we just basically started by mixing these and getting your hands dirty and getting everything together, and then mixing the. As Cody's getting the peppers ready, we took the mushroom soup here and mushroom topping and added some of this sour cream here as well as this chicken.
I'm assuming you could do a little bit of tuna fish instead of chicken, or...
Yeah, actually, Teddy had mentioned earlier, we actually, last time we did the same exact casserole, we just did it with tuna instead. Actually, we had a bunch of the people actually at the homeless shelter actually requesting that.
Really?
But, yeah, so just as we said, we just mix everything up and then easily put it into the oven.
All right. Well, you continue to do that. Let me ask you, Cody, who was at the shelter? I mean, we're seeing all walks of life these days having to get a little extra assistance.
Right, yeah, there were really ranged from all ages, and it was a shelter, so there are places where they could sleep. So you do get, people from all facets of life. There were, people from maybe poverty areas, who didn't grow up so well, and there were also white-collar people, who had just maybe lost their jobs and
sure.
Exactly, and having a rough time for the holidays.
I believe we're looking at some pictures here of you guys earlier this week. The shelter was in New Haven, and the name of it was?
Columbus House. And actually, these pictures that you're seeing now, this is at our church where we prepared the food earlier in the afternoon. And then as we let it cook, we're actually, we wait to let it cook, and then we're back. This is actually us at the Columbus House.
Okay.
It's actually me, Cody, and my father, as well as the senior director there at Columbus House.
So it really was a whole team effort. Your family takes part in it.
Yep.
We better put these macaronis in here and make this casserole here.
peppers already.
Now, Teddy, let me ask you on the end there, is this something you plan on doing again in the future?
Yes. I mean, obviously you can get involved in the community in many different ways, but I feel this is the most hands-on activity you can do because not only are you affiliated with your church, but also giving back to people in the community.
Well, that's terrific. It's a great thing to do at this time of year. All right, back to the food here. So you've mixed the mushroom soup.
Yep, mixed the mushroom, and put in the sour cream as well. This is obviously a smaller dish than what we served at the Columbus House, and then as soon as you have this, you add the peppers as well. Peppers, as many as I guess you need proportionately, and then the peas as well as the cheese, and then throw her in the oven.
Just mix it all together?
Yep, just mix it all together.
And when do the breadcrumbs come in?
Just before we throw it in the oven, so now would be a good time if you wanted to do that.
Can I do this?
Yes.
So we made a much smaller portion here. I'm sure it's all going to taste the same.
Yeah, of course.
All right, what do you have your oven preheated to?
We actually have it to 325.
All right, that sounds great. I guess we just put that in and then...
Yeah, and then we should be all set.
All right, will you guys stick around and we can taste this at the end of the show? Because it smells delicious.
Surely.
All right, that sounds fantastic. And for more information on volunteerism, check out citizensbank.com. And of course, we want to again thank you all for being here. And join us, stay with us. There's much more Connecticut Style coming up after this.